Welcome back, everyone. My name is here. In the last episode, we took out. Uh-oh.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
Neat. But yes, with the Goddess's Rite of Rebirth happening this month, there's going to be a bit more highlight. Anyway, you receive 5,000 more gold from the Church of Seros. It's Caspar's birthday, and it's time to buy the man some flowers. Oh, great. Support conversations. Bernadetta, how are you doing this fine day?
Great weather today. Perfect for shutting yourself inside, don't you think?
I would disagree, but I want to be friends with you, so I will say definitely.
I'm glad you get it. With great weather like this, there'll be no one inside to bother us. I love feeling like I'm all alone in the world.
What made you such a recluse, Bernadetta? You want to stay shut in all day, every day.
That? Well, I guess I can tell you, Professor. My father's obsessed with money. He's only ever seen me as bait for a rich husband. To train me to be a good wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair.
Hey, yo, excuse me,
hard
what?
To do as he asked. Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore.
Why not? I can understand why not. Who would want to interact with a person like that? That's messed up.
I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids, let alone make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone. But even
That's
that didn't
really
work. And when he
dumb.
tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now.
Which is worse, constant torment or complete indifference? Both are kind of messed up. It's like, oh yeah, constant torment you. At least you have the idea he somewhat acknowledges you exist, but complete indifference, just walking by, it's just like not even hiring anything. That I feel like that's more psychologically messed up in my opinion.
Believe it, I was basically kidnapped. My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag while I was sleeping. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here. For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me, still breathing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past.
It's nothing,
Just forget everything
Bernadetta.
I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot! Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie!
I disagree with that notion all over. But thank you.
What?
You saw, it's like you had enough
It's not...
trust in me to talk to me about it.
Professor, how can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. Please don't look at me.
You really do feel bad for her. It's really messed up. But her support was already maxed out because Bernadetta was the MVP at the end of last month. And it's Saturday. What happens on Saturday? Oh wait, this.
To patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
Yep.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
I mean, true, if they left a giant letter out saying, oh yes, it's time for an assassination attempt, that just makes it seem like they're making it way too obvious, so it has to be a distraction.
Yes, I think so too. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
The monastery houses many valuable weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
In a twist.
Monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of
I
the
remember
Knights of
seeing you
Sales,
around the
and
monastery.
this young man is-
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
I don't like you, Serial, but you work for Rhea?
Yep, I help Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Yep, and that's just to introduce Shamir, Cyril. And that way you can just encounter them around the monastery now. We saw them on the first month, but the only thing you can do in the beginning of the month is just go around and explore. Again, we have all these supports to get through, which I'll make that next episode because it's time to explore the monastery once again. We can look at certifications to see what students can take place right now, but it really isn't necessary. Remember, except for Ferdinand. We're going to make Ferdinand a new class. We're going to make Ferdinand a Cavalier. Because he has a 100% chance of passing it. The only thing I don't like is that the fact that you still can't change the appearance of students who are riding on certain outfits. It's like, yeah, I understand, like, riding outfit, like, you can go into battle with, like, dress like it's a brigade in your normal clothes, but come on, man. Alright. Just looking to see how well this is going to go over. But since we can't do anything around, let's do exploring, because I think we get like 2 new things for us to do now. Hello, Sylphus.
A hero's relic.
Do you think it represents great
How
power?
so? The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
You sure? Alright. First, unit appearance. Everyone in battle. You're gonna go with your monastery outfit because I hate the stuff that it looks like. But if you want to see other things like, you can't change your hair. In the other routes you can change your hair, but like here, we'll just go to the war one real quick. Yeah, like what the hell is this? You can only change it. You can't change it in the base form, which is weird. Let's change your attire again. Summer wear. Summer older, but just shows summer wear. And yeah, you can't change it. That pisses me off. Why can't we have that? That pisses me off. What the heck, game? Anyways, though, it's time to do what we always do. Run around and interact with the students. And there's more DLC quests. I'll tell you this, like one DLC quest that constantly shows up, because you can just do it over and over and gain renown, is the one for Anna.
Hi.
Hi, Bernadetta.
If you're looking for something, I probably can't help you. I still don't know what's where around here.
Didn't I see you at the dining hall last night?
Hey, I get hungry sometimes. Like anyone else. What? Eating at night is bad for you? There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
Technically, yes, it is. If you don't know, eating at night and immediately going to sleep just builds up calories. So, say if you eat dinner at 5, let the food digest and then just go about your day, it actually is better for you in the long run. Monk, what do you want?
It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garrett Mock's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Investigation note 7. Excuse me, do you have plants here that can end people's lives? What the frig? You got some Venus flytraps sitting around? Anyways, harvest. Yeah, you can tell by the items that we have that you get certain flowers. Pale blue flower seeds. Stuff like this, like the different seeds you can leave. They can have effects, so where, for example, they can grow out different stat boosts, or they can have it to where students, what was it? What would they do? They could just be given as flowers to students so you can befriend them more often. Anyways, you grab this. Hooked on fishing, sheet of paper. Lawrence, what do you have to say about this whole attempt at coup assassination thing?
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros.
What about the rite of rising?
Spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration.
I don't think so. But thanks for your input anyway, Lawrence. Arcane Crystal, okay. I need to check out our goals to see how much... Oh, actually, most of our students are motivated. Where's your motivation? Hey, oh, hello, Manuela. I forgot, what level are we? We're level 14, Frank. We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Hello, Manuela.
Professor, I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town. Such an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me.
Yeah, sure. Like, don't get me wrong. She's a fine specimen of a woman. But let's be honest, Manuela is not the cleanly, most... elegant white haircut liked by someone with grace. I don't know, is this yours? But yeah, and you know that roster we have? It now tells us which house it belongs to. But we're gonna do some faculty training, increase our faith, and bam, we actually get some more in terms of experience. Running around. Let's see. Up. We're gonna talk to the gatekeeper near the end. You'll see why. But anyways, we go down here. Hello, Anna.
Hey, Professor. How's it going? Making lots of coin?
Yes, actually.
I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy right now. Working. For money. You understand.
Yeah, I understand, but we have a few requests. A peculiar trend. Ooh, trade secrets and valuable secrets. Alright. We'll do that, and... No, train me in faith. Training went well. Because we don't need to eat with the students as often, given the fact that, you know, we already have a pretty high rapport with most of them. Well, I say most of them, like, we haven't done anything terrible, but... I need to see my stats again. I could just boost my stats all the way high, and then they'll probably join us more often, but whatever. Request, Professor.
I've heard talk of students wandering the monastery late at night. They wouldn't happen to be from your class, would they? Please keep your students in line, Professor. Kids these days.
How do you know they're my students? A confessional lover. I have an idea on who that belongs to. Ferdinand, how's it doing?
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone. To cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book. But I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable. And the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent.
Neat.
Please,
View quest.
do me a favor.
But two of the same T-Sam. Would you find someone who's... Oh yeah, they'll tell you how to do... tea time, so to speak, and it's interesting. It allows you to build up rapport with your students faster too. But I don't know.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame. No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear.
I believe you.
I have something to ask of you.
Okay. More quests. I do like the fact that we get a bunch of quests that just kind of like go around and do what we want with. And we actually can just run around and hopefully find things that be beneficial to us overall in the long run. But with the D set, I know who it belongs to, so we'll go do that. Hello, Dimitri.
Assassination plots. It brings back dark memories I prefer to keep buried. I doubt there is any correlation, and yet... it is nothing. I am sorry for allowing my mind to wander. My focus should be solely on guarding the monastery right now.
Fair enough. If you let your mind wander in times of need, it actually might be dangerous. What's this? Thieves' Intel. Okay. Well, that was easy.
I hear you have fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations.
It was more annoying than anything else.
Relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
You seem to know a lot about it, but then again, I would wager that knowing that Thunderbrand, she was called Thunderbrand or Thunderstrike Cassandra. I have a feeling like that's just kind of sensible. I'm like, oh yeah, she would know about that. We gained all that. Train me in the ways of authority. And down C+, authority level +3, model leader.
I still have much to learn.
Fair enough. That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people to have lunch with and give gifts to. We'll show that off again later because we already know the model person we need to give the gift to. Sylvain, Hilda, how's it going?
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery's open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
Are there vendors and food and games and all that? That'd be a festival for sure.
No classes on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor, I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the rite of Rebirth?
Yes.
I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day?
It's not about what they're doing, it's about sending a message. Essentially, is what they're doing. Like, we're going to send a message that we're going to try to kill someone on the day of Rite of Rebirth and all that.
In Brigid, assassinations are many. I have also been the targeted, back in the past.
Hey, yo, excuse me, what? Why? I'm happy you survived.
The Goddess Tower has an entrance of narrowness. That is most good. The windows are not the most good, though. A target of ease for snipers.
Man, she knows her stuff. It's like, if you've been the target of assassinations, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure you would know your stuff in terms of assassination. Hey, Gaspar, how's it going?
Out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea.
No! Really? No, I hear they're assassinating Lawrence. Lawrence is onto something. They're specifically after him.
They're gonna make it seem like they're going after something else, but then they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right? I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, I got a
Your
favor
class.
to ask.
Oh, yes, the tournament organization. I love this. The tournament organization allows you to do tournaments to fight other students and random units to allow you to not only gain coin, but actually, you know, improve your students' like morale. I do believe they get more renown as well.
Professor Yuritsa seems very familiar to me, but I don't recognize his name. I guess the resemblance could be coincidental.
We'll just see that later. Mercedes, join, please.
You want me to join your class? Well, I'm already having so much fun.
Oh well. Magic and bow. Again, our bow is already high enough. You always have to have at least C in order to, like, quote unquote, impress them. But your stats need to be a certain strength as well.
I bet the enemy is using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry.
I do not like
what
this.
What do you think, Professor?
I don't think so, Raphael. I think that was something you would do.
The dinner's on you if it turns out I was right.
I have a feeling that would be something you would do if you were trying to steal it, given your personality and how much you like food and all that.
People die in every battle, and it can be by sword or spear or magic, but depending on who it is that died, depending on who died, it's different. I hope nothing bad happens this month.
There is a line of dialogue that you get with Bernadetta, depending on if someone died in battle, and she knows them. But it only happens in other routes and if you don't recruit them.
What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup.
Neat.
I have a
Quest.
favor to ask.
And then you just talk to people around the monastery and find out what we can figure out to give to Edelgard as tidbits of information that you'll see. Oh yeah, we don't have access to this, the online liaison. We'll do that near the end because it's really not that important. Let's see. Who else is here? Oh wow, there's a lot of people in this general area. It's like, gosh dang. Like, god dang! Alright, well, let's go to the Blue Lion's house. Do.
The monks declined my offer of assistance. They said that no one from Dusker is to be trusted, especially now. Given the circumstances, I cannot fault them.
That is messed up. You'll see that, yeah, when we do Blue Lions, you'll see it later. Like, you'll get more heavily into the discussion on what it's about.
There's been talk of an attempt on Rhea's life. We've been ordered to help the Knights patrol. Could that possibly mean that Rhea isn't beloved by everyone the world over?
No one's beloved world over, no matter what.
There were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world. I suppose that may be true.
Recruit!
Professor? I
Yes!
It's about class. Huh? Oh, thank you. I should be more comfortable speaking after I get to know you better.
Woohoo! We have to join our house. Yes, let's go. We're gonna go in items in our inventory and see if we can boost magic right now, because that might be what's keeping someone like and we don't. Let's City from joining our house, but you never know.
For all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced. Yes, I'm actually very...
Frig! It needs to be higher. Our magic needs to be higher, so I actually might buy Lysithia's because we'll need it for this month, trust me. We'll need Lysithia's magic for this month. You usually want to have her by this month on your side.
Have you heard of the War of the Eagle and Lion? It was the battle that won the kingdom its independence from the Empire. Even the Church of Seros had no choice but to recognize the courage of Lug, the King of Lions who emerged victorious. The Church awarded him a crown and the right to govern the Fargus region, backing him in his bid to found the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. In return, Lug agreed to make the Church of Seros the religion of his territory, and permitted them to publicly proselytize across the kingdom. In the 400 years since, the Church and the Kingdom have continued to maintain very close relations.
I guess that's why in Three Hopes they're on the same side, so to speak. So I guess, huh? Grab that. Grab that. Ooh, an elixir. Pine needles. Carrots. Another elixir. Man, why are weeds there? Intermediate seal. We're gonna scan the amiibo again, just cuz. Alright, sure, fine, whatever. And go to the Holy Tomb so that way we can grab our items like always. And just, you know, run around and do what we usually do. I just feel like the first month is actually very easy. It just takes very long. But now that has to load in, like now that we can go to Abyss and do all this, it has to load in every single area every single time, so it just becomes kind of annoying when you go there. Alright. Oh wow, only one item. Another intermediate seal. I guess we'll take that. Talk to Sothis, so choose. Time to go back to the monastery, because usually there's more items there. I guess we just got unlucky. But whatever. Let's see what else we can do before I go off and make a video about all the supports that we just got. Like, good freaking lord, the amount of supports we have is ridiculous. It's like actually unnecessary how much we have. Load in the area, please. We're gonna fast travel. Actually, no, we can. We went to the fishing pond. Ingrid's there. We went to the marketplace. So let's go to the dining hall. Dining hall might have a few things going for it. Since we're already in the general area. Hey, Dad.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you?
Yep.
Even so, the knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's rite of rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
You're like, not that big a deal to me. Hello.
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares. Wine bottles from centuries past and the like.
You gotta be kidding me, right?
I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Hey, at the very least, he has a point. Because, like, who would steal wine bottles like that?
Have you heard? Rumor has it that Death himself has been appearing in Garreg Mach. They say he appears every night and kidnaps folks. I wonder what happens to them.
He's going to steal their soul. Lost items. No. Nope. Nothing for you. Later, Nut. I went around the long way. Linhart, why are you on the floor? I can't stay awake.
So sleepy. Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
Huh. Neat. Here, have an owl feather.
Well, this is simply delightful.
And you see with the items you get, they're able to just gain general appreciation. Like, that's why you want a bunch of flowers to give to everyone. So that way you can constantly have them gain support and therefore join your house later. Ingrid's supposed to be down here, I suppose. Talking to random NPC number 5.
Lady Rhea lifts the spirits of all the people of Fodlan. We cannot allow her to come to any harm.
Sure, fine, whatever. Is my speed high enough? I don't think my speed's high enough, because I think that was one of the necessary steps. It's 17.
Lady Rhea. Hi, Professor. I've actually got...
No! It's dexterity and flying. Frig. Okay, yeah, my thing was off. Okay. Talk to everyone. You ever talk to Edelgard or Shamir yet? I miss Shamir? She's probably on the other side. Reception hall, talk to Hubert, get his idea on what everyone might be doing. He might be further up ahead right over here, right? He has to be. No, he's not, because that's not in the reception hall. The reception hall's further down, because I'm an idiot. Where are you, Hubert? Over here? No. Over here? No. Where the hell is he? It says he's here, right? Yeah. I'm already in the location. I'm just trying to find Hubert. Is he like... He's not right outside. It's just like, where the hell is humor in this? I'm just like confused. Yeah, this is the entrance hall. It says he's in the reception hall. Am I just blind and I don't see him? I'm probably blind, but come on.
Hello.
Alright, yeah, you have our two students right there. Petra's right there. That goes out somewhere else. That goes... Yeah, I'm probably just blind. Unless he's like right on this side. Because we saw Caspar there earlier. Yeah, I'm probably just blind. I cannot find where this guy is at. Because I'm just an idiot, I suppose. Ooh, grab an item. Owl feather. Yay. I honestly do not know where Hubert is. Dude just teleported out of existence and is no longer here. Or he's probably like up here or something. Or probably oh my goodness, really?
Can you imagine the Archbishop being murdered?
Yes.
I prefer not to consider such a gruesome scenario. That easy to get under your skin, is it?
Not particularly, it's just a frightening thought, don't you think? Give you an owl feather.
Studying my preferences. Clever.
He's like, he gets a, he just gets a sweat drop. It's just funny that he's like, oh, you study my preferences. Clever. Let's see. I always like the view of the cathedral. But it will always take forever to load in the area. As you can no doubt tell. Alright, let's talk to all the other students.
The goddess's home is in the sky. She lives on a bright and shining star. But in the spring, you can't see that star. That means she can't protect Fodlan. That's why we all celebrate the day when her star returns to the sky. That's the day of the rite of rebirth. See? See? I've been studying. I know just about everything.
Sure, your hair doesn't match your model, but sure, kid.
People seem to think that all the Knights of Seros are equal, but that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the Order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine. Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
Huh. Neat. But yeah, it's like, I would be assuming that's pretty obvious, like, oh yeah, there's different ranks within a knightly order, regardless of what you know, but hey, Alois.
Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place, used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry, but as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Huh, neat. Faculty training, and we don't really need axes or brawling, but it'd be kind of good to have it maxed out. No one over here to talk to. Ask around to gather information. It's like, good lord, how many people we have to talk around? But then again, it's just because you have so many students and they're all over the place. Ash, how's it going?
I can't stop thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it. Thank you. No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part.
Yeah, you gotta tell him, like, come on, man, you kind of gotta get past it right now. Still nothing that can be done here.
You're kidding.
Oh, hey Flame, how's it doing? Why are you right here?
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now. Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the Goddess's Rite of Rebirth.
Really? One time? But whatever. First off, grab this. Mysterious notebook. Collect tons. You'll see it.
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the Divine Seros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Why would you want to steal a very well-dressed corpse? if like it's probably just my general line of thinking, but it seems very dumb to do so. Ignots, how's it
With the
going?
whole monastery preparing for the goddess's rite of rebirth this month, it feels like everyone's a little on edge.
No, really? Everyone's a little on edge because, you know, someone might be stealing Coffins Rite of Rebirth? Yeah, no. I wouldn't imagine why.
Well, about 20 or so years ago, there was a big fire in Garreg Mach. On that day, Captain Gerald went missing. Everyone thought he was dead. It never occurred to me that he might actually have survived. The truly strange part is that in all those years, he hasn't changed a bit.
Neat. Sure, let's get notes. I'm not gonna talk to her. Marianne. And crap baskets. I'm more than capable of protecting myself from everything. It's okay to sneak out sometimes. And of course, and that was Rhea. Do what you must, if that's how I view it. Alright, we actually don't have that much to go off, but let's go back here. And then after this, we have to go towards Abyss. It's like, the first of these months are always really annoying to explore. Because we try to get everything out of the way and get all the information as soon as we can, but still.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Huh. Neat. Let's see though. Let's see. We'll go up here, talk to our students that we usually talk to. And... oh, hey.
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down. Oh, come on. I'm only kidding.
She just leaves it at that. It's like, I dare you to try. My strength, my power of... I am far more powerful than you think.
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety?
To an extent.
I am aware of the possibility. On the day of the ceremony, I am trusting that you will not allow your attention to wander or wane.
I'll give it some thought. Falconry training. Teach me more in faith. Oh, hey, wow, that was quick already. Budding talent. What do we get? White magic avoid plus 20.
Such power dwells within.
Yay, we get the same skill as Dorothea, even though it really isn't necessary in my opinion. But, alright, well. Hannerman, what do you have? Because you're right here.
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Yeah, sure. You don't think they'll make use of them eventually, right? Wellness herbs and a double defined taste for liquor. I don't like liquor. Drink of what you want, but it impairs you, so I'd rather not. Anyways, what you got, Lady Monk?
Boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra.
Interesting.
I know he's still only a child, but I do wonder about his true intentions.
The dude's a kid. What do you think a kid's gonna do in the wake of trying to partake in an assassination attempt on Archbishop Rhea? It sounds almost impossible. The kid literally worships the ground she walks on.
But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
I would say so, if it's only slightly more. And Leonie's in the other room, where Captain Gerald was, because, good lord, this lady cannot just leave Captain Gerald alone. It's like ridiculous. Come on, lady. Leave Dad alone. How you doing, Leonie?
Seems like donations to the monastery aren't actually kept here. That means the enemy isn't likely to be interested in money. We should turn our attention elsewhere. Then again, I guess some of the plants in the greenhouse could sell for a lot. But that can't really be it, can it?
No, it cannot, because that'd be kind of dumb if it was. Alright, so we actually talked to everyone. At least, most everyone. We have our quest, we can turn it into Edelgard to complete. Let's go to the training grounds though, because we have Felix and Yaritza. It's loading the whole area. Felix, how's it going?
Lord Lenato's rebellion may have been quelled, but the unrest in Fargus isn't dying down anytime soon. The Boar Prince should hurry up and claim the throne, rather than letting old customs hold him back.
Recruit!
People say you're quite skilled.
Let's
Perhaps if
go!
I joined your class, I could watch your sword technique up close. Indeed. I think that's best. I'll transfer to your class then. Don't make me regret it.
Felix, you're in the house. Let's go.
Sending an assassin to the monastery, Hopefully it's someone worth crossing blades with. It seems we're cut from the same cloth.
I'm just saying that so we can get more support with Felix, but I wouldn't say that. It's like, we want to avoid unnecessary bloodshed, but come on, man. What's this? Thunderblind replica about someone who's enthusiastic about training. Badge of graduation belongs to a graduate. Now that Felix is part of our class, and so is Marianne, they have them. That makes it to where we have more students. We have to eat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still. Anyways, though, Yaritza.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
We'll leave that for later because we need to eat a lot. Beginner sword tournament. Alright, so now that we have a sword tournament, you can see right here that we can have certain units joining the fights and they'll just be able to participate well. And you can do this stats, recommend that they're level 6 or higher, and the weapons used are training swords, and you get a skill sword plus out of using it. So we'll just show this off, and I might save scum the win. But let's just get someone like Edelgard to go in, and it's actually very simple. Whoever wins is basically like whoever does more damage, and you're just going to hold this up, and you can see no doubt that it's going to be very easy for someone like Edelgard because of her sheer level and strength that she has going for her. And you do get gold every single time you win, but it's like, gosh dang. And she gets the crit. 6% crit. Alright, sure. It's actually very easy to do this very on in the beginning because you see right here, it's not that difficult because we're just annihilating everyone with the sheer high power volume attacks. You see right there, more. And this is just like a very easy way to earn gold when you're not, you know, out and about training like you usually do. When I usually do training, it would be everyone's just like already at a very high level. But yeah, this mercenary can do everything. And you can heal in between the 5 matches. But do know this. The game has something in place to prevent you from doing stupid stuff to make a tank do it. So say if you have a very tanky unit trying to win the tournament when they have very low stats in it, the game will actually start to spawn units who will crit more often against yours. And it's like, oh, you want to cheese this? We're not going to let that happen. We're not going to let you cheese the tournament so that way you can win more often. Hello,
You
Shamir.
spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering. Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
We'll see that later, but we can do faculty training, but we're not going to do that right now. We have lances and bows that we can learn from her. But anyways, though, let's hurry up and get down into here so that we can turn in this month's mission to Edelgard.
I knew I could count on you.
Quest complete, Owl Feather, renown increased.
There's a place that the church values above all others. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make it much easier than usual to access.
That is the Holy Mausoleum.
Precisely. We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's target.
Sure, but now we have something else to go do. We need to go into Abyss and talk to those. Well, actually, no, we don't need to talk to the students in Abyss because I believe they don't get any new. No, they should get new dialogue. It wouldn't make sense that they didn't get new dialogue at the start of each month. Like, it doesn't really concern us. Who cares about what happens in the Goddess's Red Rebirth? It's not that big of a deal. But no, see, they get new dialogue. It just doesn't pop up in the thing, which is annoying to me.
Hello there. Hey, you, listen up. I've got something to report. I'm what you might call the Chosen One, the Alpha of Abyss.
Really?
The Reaper and the Keeper. That said, I've had some unnecessary backup recently. Lord Seteth requested my presence. There's an important ceremony happening this month. If only my backup had been a lovely lady with a thing for watchmen. We could have had a love story for the ages.
That's just kind of funny. You kind of want more.
More church thugs. Can't anybody relax and have a drink around here? Loosen up. How about a game? You like cards?
I like a few games, but I'm not very good at them. I've tried a few, I'm not that good. It's just like not fun for me. Alright, so let's run around and get the last of the opinions of everyone. Anyone and everyone, so that way we can hurry up and I can hurry up and just like instruct the students, and then we can get to stuff like eating and all that. Oh wow. And my thing, why does it do that? It just like craps out on me periodically. If someone can inform me why that happens, why it just kind of craps out. It's like, oh, it probably because you use it too much, you've been playing for too long, which I would believe because like you see how long we've been playing. Women's quarters, nothing in here because it's a scrap heap. Because that's only during the base game. You can change the unit's appearance here if you so choose. Let's see, where are they? They're in the classroom. Okay, so that's where we head to next, so we can hear what they have to say on these things.
Not to be disrespectful, but the rite of rebirth seems kind of silly. What, the goddess is reborn every year? Although, hey, if you do run into her, let me know. I'd like to have a word. I bet she'll be pretty upset to learn what the church has been doing in her name.
I would. Hey, that's just me. Yuri.
I've got my ideas about the people after Lady Rhea. But even I don't know how this will shake out. I don't seem very devout, do I? Even so, I'd hate to see anything happen to the Archbishop. That secret message is suspicious. To take it at face value seems unwise.
True, like like again, they just say, "Oh yeah, here we will do this at just know like this. At some time, at some place, we will attack you."
First the uprising, and now all this talk of an assassination? What is the world coming to?
I should offer my magical services, just in case.
Sure. What kind of services?
I've devised a spell to trick flowers into behaving like guard dogs.
What?
At the first sign of an intruder, the petals burst open, releasing their pollen.
I'm still fine-tuning it.
Yeah. Why not just make it, I don't know, Venus flytraps, but make them huge?
I hear some thieves are targeting the monastery. I've been feeling restless lately, so if you want some help unleashing on those jerks, just say the word.
I appreciate that.
Oh, this could be fun. Now I've just got to figure out where they'll be coming from. My fists are itching for a brawl. Hopefully, I get first crack at those poor fools.
You probably don't, given the fact of how strong they could be, but you never know. How's it going?
This god statue speaks to me in a strange voice. It is a strong voice, but frightening. I wonder what is on the inside of it.
Let's crack it open and find out. The pagan altar. Now let's offer an item. It's just like you can offer random items to it and it gets a lot. But it doesn't look like... I think the most you can get is 15 and it depends on the... Oh, well, no. Never mind. Offer items? Sure. Oh, and you can do it multiple times, yeah. So if you find a bunch of different items just strewn about, you actually can just offer a bunch of them. And they will just give you a lot of it, but that requires you to just do a lot of stuff like off screen. But with that, everyone, that'll be the end of this episode, trying to figure out, wow, this month's certification exams, Monk, Fighter, Mage, Cavalier, Brigand, yeah. But it's just interesting, I'll find all these things out. That's it for this episode, everyone. My name is Meg0, and as I find out, it's time for the support of the students of the Black Eagle House. I will catch you all later.